The bottom line is that so many processes, so many business scenarios are deeply dependent on unstructured data, and eSHARE is building and has built a platform that will provide organizations and provide companies really, really important fabric for collaboration that is based fundamentally on trust. And from a digital trust perspective, it's a really, really logical next step for me, because a lot of the unstructured data and the external collaboration and frankly the AI needs moving forward are going to be really, really deeply dependent on a platform like eSHARE to enable and maintain and demonstrate trust with our customers. So to me, it's an exciting next step. Yeah, there's three, I think, intersecting trends that are occurring that will be the primary focus of the role initially. Number one is the governance focus for most organizations needs to shift to unstructured data. There's been so much focus on data governance over the years, but it's always been on the structured side, the big SAP systems, the big Salesforce systems, the big CRM systems, but not enough, if any, on the unstructured side. So that's piece one. Piece two is more and more business processes are requiring some level of external collaboration. I would actually argue that it's been going on for years, but it's only going to get more common. And the number three is agentic AI is going to require and need both of those first two capabilities I mentioned in order to scale when it comes to agent scenarios and agentic scenarios that cross company boundaries. So all three of those things coming together is an area that I'm going to be focusing on, and translating those three areas into a value and impact proposition that our existing customers and our new prospects can understand. eShare's value proposition as a technology platform needs to be translated into business leaders and technology leaders and how they measure and demonstrate value and impact. So some companies buy eShare to satisfy specific pain points, but I think there's a much broader value proposition that eShare can play as it embeds and is foundational for external collaboration, unstructured data governance, and preparing for these agentic workflows that'll depend on both of those things. Great from a trust perspective looks like confidence. I think it looks like transparency, and I think it looks like a demonstrable improvement in the way technology is enabling business value. What eShare does and some of the external collaboration and the agentic AI workflows that we can enable, that's the kind of trust that we need to build in and enable and demonstrate and continue to maintain with our customers, because that's where true partnership is between a customer and eShare, is that they trust eShare to enable real business value across multiple scenarios. The whole unstructured data governance space is a really important area, and I think the timing is right for this, because if CISOs, CIOs, and technology leaders don't get this right now and start thinking about this now, the agentic AI train is going to run them over, because the business isn't going to wait. There's tremendous opportunity, tremendous value that's being expected from AI, and technology leaders and security leaders need to build capabilities to allow that to occur safely and at scale. Security is one of those things where it's a team sport. In my opinion, there's under 10 there's under 10 companies in the world that can solve all their security problems themselves. The rest of us need to lean on each other. There's so many things about security that multiple organizations are faced with and multiple organizations can learn from. So that power of the community can be translated over to helping with some of the challenges that eShare can solve, because we can learn from each other. We can learn how we were able to demonstrate certain compliance rules. We can learn and see how we were able to enable certain agentic scenarios. We can learn and see how to find the right balance of user experience and security control. Leaders in the security space and in the technology space for that matter can really lean on each other to help grow and learn in this space. And I will leverage my 20 years as a CISO and a technology leader building up my own network and establish that as a way to get the word out and get the thought leadership out on the power and the impact that eShare can have. The only two things we have left to make security decisions and assurance decisions are identities and data. And I spent the last 2 years or so working in the identity space and learned a lot, and identity is deeply important. But now there's a shift, and I want to focus my energy on understanding that the data piece is equally important, if not more so, because a lot of the identity decisions, the authorization decisions, the access decisions are directly dependent on the value of the data, the criticality of the data, the location of the data, the format of the data. So having data-centric security is the next logical path here, and I'm looking forward to leveraging my identity background to make that shift. The number one barrier and the number one inhibitor for AI to move from proof of concept or testing into production are in the security and governance areas. People don't trust and they're not comfortable with the level of security and governance to truly enable this AI. A lot of that has to do with the level of data it's accessing, the type of data it's accessing, the integrity of the data it's accessing. And again, as I mentioned before, all of that, and a vast majority of that, is going to be in the unstructured data space. So eSHARE's got a three-headed, if you will, a three-legged stool, if you will, to enable agentic AI. Unstructured data governance, secure collaboration, and the ability to have auditability, observability, and visibility across every single step of the way so you can stand up to regulatory scrutiny. I've always valued the partnership with Nick based on, I would say, trust and execution. So what I mean by that is what I like about working with Nick and what I see with Nick's company, and it resonates across the team, is there really and truly is a deep focus and motivation to bring value and impact to the customers. It's not just about transactions. It's not just about more logos on the website. Are they important? Of course. But real value and impact to the customer, deeply understanding the business scenarios, the business cases, the business impact that could be made. I felt that as a customer of Nick's. I've seen and had these discussions with Nick about where we can translate beyond just technology features and into real business outcomes. And I'm looking forward for the opportunity to work with Nick more directly this time. A couple of areas. Number one is being able to be comfortable with the security of external collaboration in the flow of work. So not context switching, not moving to different platforms, being able to satisfy the user experience expectations and the user experience comfort levels, but having the security levels and the security policies and the security controls applied at the point of sharing. Have policies applied that are smart enough to update based on different attributes, different scenarios, different signals, but having it applied at the point of sharing. That's really, really important. So to me, success means that we're improving both user experience and security. And success number two is being able to confidently enable these scenarios and support these capabilities under the strictest and the most rigorous of compliance and regulatory expectations. So I think success at a macro level, in summary, is two things: balancing and enabling both experience and security, and being able to do that across all of the highly regulated and compliance-driven areas that exist today. Both the technology leadership roles and the security leadership roles are moving beyond technology brokers and control enablers into true business partners. And that needs a level of partnership and a level of capability that allows you to bridge business outcomes, business impact with good security and good technology. eSHARE is in a fabulous position to enable that. And eSHARE is in a really, really powerful position to enable technology leaders and security leaders to be much more business outcome focused. I think that's timing piece one. But the agentic AI scenarios are real. There's a significant amount of business impact that's out there to be had. Some reports say it's in the trillions. And every business is going to be under a lot of pressure, and they're going to drive a lot of expectations to their technology leaders and their security leaders to make this happen and enable it to happen safely. The CISO teams, the technology teams, the CIO teams are going to need technology partners like eSHARE to comfortably enable their businesses to do that and move out of that POC and pilot mode into production mode with the right security and governance in place to truly enable AI.